Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's live video. I am coming live from my house today. I'm so excited. I'm so glad that well, hopefully this works. I think I've figured out a way to do this from my house so I don't have to get to work crazy early and do a live video from work and feel really awkward about it. Being live in my house is a lot more comfortable for me. But we'll see how this goes. So today we are talking about what is the concept of work-life harmony. I posted a post about this actually a few weeks ago now, but yes, this is the live video that kind of follows the same concept. But before we get into it, as always, if you are watching this from YouTube, because this is live in a few different places, so if you're watching from YouTube, make sure you subscribe and you hit the bell. If this sort of thing will help you. So I am here, all of my video content and social media content and everything is designed for basically who I was 5 years ago, which is someone who was completely burnt out, someone who was struggling with, I didn't even know at the time, but depression and anxiety. I just felt like I was walking around in a fog, or like I had like this weighted blanket on me that I just couldn't get off. And it was, I had no joy in my life. It was really, really sucky, plus crazy anxiety. And God pulled me out of it. God gave me strategies and practical solutions. He didn't give me like instantaneous healing. He taught me how to get out of it so that I could live the life that He called me to do, because the enemy was using it to stop me from fulfilling my calling. So, and then when I came out of it, I was like, there's probably so many other women who are going through exactly the same thing. So that is what I created this for, is to share my story, share what's helped me, and hopefully free up other Christian women, because I really feel that the enemy is using, whether it's mental health struggles or emotional issues, or not being able to control our emotions, or maybe there's like some neurodivergent stuff going on or whatever. The enemy is using this in the church, in the modern church, I believe, to paralyze God's people. The enemy is using it to paralyze God's people. And so my goal and my vision for this is to show you how you can do what I did and not pull yourself out of it, have God help you come out of it so that you can live a life of whatever God's called you to do, fulfilling your calling on this earth and serving the people around you and making a massive impact for the kingdom of God. So if that sounds like something that could help you, like and subscribe on YouTube, or if you're watching on Facebook, keep doing that. If you're watching on Instagram, keep doing that. If you're watching on my website, keep doing that. But if you're on YouTube, that's always a good thing to do. Otherwise, because I do these live videos lots of different times, so it'll just let you know when I go live. Plus it helps me out, so that's always nice too. And I'm using my notes too, because there's a blog post that goes with this. The link is in the description on YouTube, and on Facebook I'll chuck it in the comments. And unfortunately for Instagram, if you happen to be tuning in live, that's great. If not, it disappears. So the only way you'd be watching on Instagram is literally live right now as I'm recording this. Okay, so what is the concept of work-life harmony is what I'm talking about today. The reason why this is important, you might think work-life harmony, is it not work-life balance? And I prefer the term work-life harmony because I feel like it more encapsulates the life that we're called to live as Christians. So for me, when I was kind of deep in burnout, I was trying to give 100% to everything that came across my path. And I didn't know how to say no to things. And I was trying to give everything to everyone, and to every need that I saw, I tried to fill it. And whether or not God was calling me to fill that position. And so that's one of the reasons why I hit burnout. And also trying to keep everything in perfect balance. So work and personal life and friendships and serving in my church and all these things, trying to keep it all in perfect balance with this work-life balance did not work for me. So now pursuing work-life harmony is so much better. And this video, I'm going to go into what that is. So I've got 3 points just to break down the concept of work-life harmony. Point number 1 is we're looking for harmony and not perfection. So with work-life balance, you're wanting to keep everything in perfect balance, but with work-life harmony, you're actually taking the season of life that you're in and your values, and that is what is dictating what gets your time and what gets your energy. So you might be in a season where you are freshly married, and so you're going to want to pour a lot of your time and energy into that marriage, into the new marriage. Or maybe you're in a season where you've got, like, I don't know, teenage kids or something, and so you're pouring your time into that, and that takes priority. Maybe if you're like me, you're single and living alone, and so you have all this extra time and energy to pour into serving at church, or giving everything at work and having that be your main ministry, or whatever it may be. So you're taking into consideration the season of life that you're in, and also your values, and that is what is dictating what gets your time and your energy. Okay, point number 2 is giving yourself grace. So what I used to do when I was in burnout was, oh my goodness, I got a foot cramp. What I used to do, I'm like almost 30, so I feel like I shouldn't be sitting cross-legged on a couch anymore, but alas, I am still doing it. Giving yourself grace. So I totally forget what my train of thought was. Oh yes, when things didn't go to plan and when life happened, and I had a plan of what I wanted my week to look like, or whatever, and then life happened and things just all went haywire, I would feel so guilty, and I would put the blame on myself. Whereas living in harmony, excuse me, living in harmony, you give yourself grace, and you say sometimes life happens and it's fine, and you don't have to hold yourself to actual, like, perfection, which is what I used to do. I'm a recovering perfectionist, and I still struggle with this, but yeah, not holding yourself to that high level of perfectionism, and just giving yourself grace when needed. And then point number 3, this is the most important point. I don't know why I didn't make it number 1, but anyway, God at the center. So when God is at the center of your life and the way that you're living, everything falls into place. So that is really what we need to be pursuing, is having God be the center of our life, having God be the highest priority, or really the only priority, and then he dictates where our priorities lie. So my challenge to you is to invite him into your calendar, invite him into the decisions that you make, the big decisions, the small decisions, invite him into your work, and invite him into your rest as well, and just see what a difference that makes. Ask him to show you what matters most in this current season, and he will make sure that all your priorities sit where they need to. That's all I had to share today. 8 minutes, that's pretty good. But make sure, if you're not in the private community, jump in there. It's completely free. It's just a way I can serve you. I am very, very excited because coming up in a few short weeks, I am going to be dropping my first product for you, and it's going to be completely free, and it's going to be inside the group. So, and it's going to be all about recovering from burnout. So I'm creating it specifically for those of you who are deep in burnout right now, and you have no idea how to pull yourself out of it, and you are terrified because you can't keep living like this, but you don't know what to do. This product I am creating for you. So if that sounds like something that you need, get on it. Get in the group. It's free. It's just a way I can serve you on a deeper level, and I share more of my story in there. So anyway, that's all I had to share. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you later in this week for my second live video. Bye.